you look at the week one slate, and we had talked about Sam Hartman and quarterback at Notre Dame a minute ago and what he's going to add to the Fighting Irish this year. There still has not been a quarterback decision at Alabama. Nick Saban comes out yesterday. We thought he was going to name a starter. We thought he would let us in a little bit on what's going on. Paul, he didn't even release a depth chart. Now, I'm not one to question Nick Saban and his decision-making, but not releasing a depth chart for the first time in 17-something years ahead of week one. He said they didn't need those distractions, but we're still talking about it anyway on the fact that he didn't release a depth chart to the media.
And anytime you talk about Nick Saban, it's like talking about certain people in public life. There's a group that will defend him no matter what. So I heard a lot of people yesterday say, evil genius, he's outsmarted the media again. I'm not sure that that's really a case. I mean, I thought he showed some petulance when he talked about how I told you guys last year this would be the last one. I mean, the point is everybody has a depth chart, and even if you have a depth chart, you don't have to say who your starter is. College football is littered with coaches who go either or.
Or right.
That's fine. Okay, I'm not concerned about that. It's just a model, and for him to say, Matt, that it caused a lot of distraction. I mean, it caused a lot of distractions on the team. I mean, everybody that played Little League baseball, Pee Wee football, everybody knows who the starter is and who the backup is, and that doesn't mean it's over. And I just thought there was a disconnect there, and I have a lot of friends in Alabama who are puzzled by it. And there's those who say Saban knows what he's doing, but in this case, I don't know how you can support that argument, because it just shows a degree of indecision. And by the way, we're talking about Middle Tennessee.
Right.
But it doesn't really matter how many quarterbacks you play. It's all about the next week against Texas. But it just still was a weird look for Nick Saban.
Week, especially when you're coming into your first game of the season, and we like to, we do our jobs in the media where we look at a depth chart and we say, okay, like Ryan Day speaking to the media. We're taping this at Tuesday a.m. at around 9:40. Ryan Day is going to speak to the media today. We're expected to hear that both Devin Brown and Kyle McCord are both going to play in the season opener at Indiana. We expect that to be the case because we don't know that he's made a decision, but at least he's going to let us know we believe that two quarterbacks are going to play.
Right.
Here's where I'm at with the Saban and the Alabama decision. Part one, I think we all believe that Jalen Milroe, physically gifted, is the best quarterback on Alabama in terms of physical gifts. We know Tyler Buckner came in from Notre Dame after his offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, was hired. Okay, so we know that there's the transfer portal and the connection there. And we also know Ty Simpson's a 5-star, 4-star, whatever the hell it might be, highly rooted kid. So this says to me that they might not legitimately know who they're going to go to battle against Texas with. Like you said, this week's irrelevant because you can go quarter and a half with each of the three and see who pops. So I don't know that they really know who came out of the fall is the dominant number one.
And it's not like Nick Saban, really should care if he starts somebody in one game and pulls him for the next. He's done that before. He did that 5 or 6 years ago. It's just, I think sometimes Saban just looks like he wants a battle with the media. And Matt, it's not like he's dealing with the White House press corps. There's not anybody in that media that would dare to ask him, what color shirt he's wearing. I mean, they're scared to death of this guy. And it's just, I don't know. What I don't like, and every time I say this, people in Alabama get mad. I don't like the bullying of the media. I mean, don't bully people because you can. And Saban has made a career at Alabama and maybe elsewhere of bullying those who are weaker than him and don't have the ability, and that's just not a good look. And that's my only complaint about this. The rest of it, I'll find out Saturday. I'm sure the crew doing the game will know who the quarterback is, so they can prepare. I mean, you know how important that is, Matt. Like you're getting ready for a game on a Thursday night, and you don't know enough about both quarterbacks, so you have to know the starter. I mean, yeah, it helps to know a little bit,
right?
But once again, Nick Saban has made this about himself as opposed to anyone else, and maybe that's his goal. But the only way we'll know whether this was the right move or not is if they have a quarterback at the end of the Texas game.
That's it. That's all you need to know. And I can't wait to break this one down with you on Sunday.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.